Coming up on News 22, friends and family are mourning the death of a stunt rider.
The New Mexico State Police have new headquarters in Las Cruces.
And the New Mexico State men's basketball team advances in the WAC tournament. News 22 starts now.
Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tiffany Robinson.
And I'm Rebecca Atkins.
The new headquarters for the state police has its own gym and much more space. News 22's Greg Mallory reports.
Captain Ryan Suggs is getting his daily workout at the gym in the new state police headquarters.
It's really nice. Everybody got space to move around. Get my swell on, man. Let me get slow.
The gym is just one of the things he likes at the new headquarters building. Lieutenant James Fritz says the old building on East University Avenue was over 40 years old. It was small, crowded, and if they needed to have a meeting, they would have to go somewhere else. Here at the new headquarters building, there's a conference room that can hold up to at least 30 officers.
This place is awesome. It is so much bigger than our old building.
The new building will house the investigation and patrol divisions. There is also 2 decent-sized holding cells and a safer and more secure sally port, the area designated to bring in and transport out the criminals.
Here we got a large building here. There are going to be some issues just because the ball maybe have been dropped here or there. It may have been forgotten on the side. Everything's going to be taken care of.
The headquarters is 20,000 square feet and costs $6 million. Captain Stephen Libesser says it'll help the whole community.
Benefit to everybody, especially out here in the East Mesa where there's not a real heavy law enforcement presence.
Yes,
We're really it.
The new headquarters should be fully operating by the end of this month. For News 22, I'm Greg Mallory.
And Zach Rael is here to give us a look at our beautiful New Mexico weather.
Thank you, Tiffany. And no, you're not seeing things at home. I'm filling in for Dan the man who's traveling around New York right now, a week before spring break. Shame on you, Daniel. Speaking of spring break, let's talk about the conditions we're seeing right now. If they're anything like we've been seeing over the past couple days, it's going to be an excellent spring break. See that transition I did there? We got clear skies today. Temperature 73 degrees. The winds are coming out of the south at 2 miles per hour. Humidity is at 10%. Your dew point's at 13, and your barometer is reading 30.23 inches. Now, we were above average today. In just a sec, you'll see that. We were above average today at 76 with an average of 70. We had an overnight low of 73. Now, our record was set back in 2007 at 84 degrees. And our record low of 23, can you imagine that, set back at 1988. Now, there was 0 precipitation for today. So your yearly rainfall still stands at 0.29 inches. Ladies, back to you.
Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio of Argentina, now known as Pope Francis, today joined the cardinals who elected him to celebrate his first Mass as pontiff. Pope Francis is the first pope from Latin America, the first Jesuit, and the first to take the name Francis. Pope Francis began the day by praying at the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore in Rome, a place of special significance for the Jesuits. The leader of Las Cruces Catholics believes Pope Francis is the man to lead the church into a challenging future.
Certainly the church is in a time now where we're in need of reform internally so that we can be authentic witnesses in the world.
The Pope's first sermon as he holds Mass with the Cardinals in the Sistine Chapel is expected to provide insight into his vision for the church. Now, a young man is dead this evening after a motorcycle accident late last night. As Veronica Baque reports, his death is hitting friends and family very hard.
Friends of Andrew Jaramillo console each other at the site where he died right after midnight. Andrew was popular and his friends say he was a mentor who loved a good party.
A crazy, fun guy to hang out with, would always make people laugh. Like every time you were with him, you would just be laughing the whole time.
Police say Andrew was riding his motorcycle very fast when he ran a stop sign at the intersection of Kansas and Solano and crashed into a pickup driven by Corey Gillespie, who was described as his friend. Police say witnesses reported that Jaramillo was performing stunts on his motorcycle before the crash, something he was known for.
He was pretty wild on his motorcycle. You know, he could do stand-up wheelies and cyclones and stuff like that, certain kind of tricks.
In fact, he frequently taught others how to do stunts.
He would go around the nation and, perform stunts at competitions.
According to his friends, he will be missed, and some of his friends still don't believe he's not here anymore.
It's very hard just to see him, and then the next he's gone.
News of his death traveled fast. All afternoon, people came to the site to pay their respect. Veronica Baque, News 22.
Now, police believe alcohol and speed played a contributing factor in the accident. Jaramillo's friend who was driving the pickup has been charged with driving on a suspended or revoked license. And teen moms have it hard enough with peer pressure and school duties, but for teen moms, the pressure can double up. Yesterday, we shared the story of a high school mom in Las Cruces who struggles attending school every day. A bill on the governor's desk now would allow high school parents additional time off from classes. It would allow the teen parents to miss more class than now and still remain in school. Students would have to arrange with their teachers to make up work they missed. The House and Senate have passed the bill.
The New Mexico legislative session is almost over, but Governor Martinez says she will likely veto a $6 billion budget. The budget would provide state workers and educators with their first pay increase since 2008. Legislators want to keep reporters away from their email. Both the Senate and the House have passed a bill that would shield their email from disclosure through public records requests. It is now on the governor's desk. The governor has signed a bill to give police dogs better protection. It would provide money for bulletproof vests for dogs and will allow handlers the option to adopt their dogs for free when they are retired. And lastly, the governor has a bill on her desk to require county clerks to have enough poll workers, voting machines, and voting booths to accommodate voters.
Stay tuned. Zach Rael will be back with your national forecast.
And later, we'll introduce the candidates running for ASNMSU president. More on that when News 22 continues.